good? Three Kings Boxing is in the building. Hit that like button as you come in, man. What's good, Bo? How you doing today, brother? You always forget to do that shit, man. Old man shit, bro. Old man shit.
Look. We finna get in it today, man. All I'm gonna say is, where that shit says rated TVMA, that's serious than a motherfucker today.
Oh yeah, y'all already know, man. Anytime we in the building, man, it's TVMA, man. We getting in somebody ass, no homo. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Chris M in the building. There he is. Word up, word up. Hey, man, something happened to me today, bro.
Oh, shit.
I was, hitting them push-ups, man. Y'all hit the like button. We like to do about 100-200 them hoes a day, bro. That's what we do. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, I'm hitting them hoes, bro. Nigga, my elbow was like, hey, bro, that's it, man. Cap.
It locked on you?
Yeah, bro.
Oh,
what the
shit.
Fuck is that
Which
shit?
one, right or the left?
Left.
Oh, yeah, that's it. That's it.
The fuck is this shit, bro? So, my dog, I'm not even 35 just yet. It's coming. You know what I'm saying? Soon, right? So, why is it my motherfucking elbows locking up already, bro?
Oh, man, that's a combination of you pushing your body and not enough sleep.
That's what it is. That second one. I'm always pushing my body. I'm in the gym all the time.
Right.
But that second one is what it is, bro. Not enough sleep, man.
I know that.
I can't sleep, bro.
That's why I fell on that. That's why I hit that fucking table that day.
Yeah. Yeah. we over there we fucking ourselves up for Three Kings. We fucking ourselves up for y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? All right, man. Let's jump right into this shit, bro. This one should be a good one, man. We got a lot of shit we're going to be talking about on this one. You know what I'm saying? I don't know where the fuck everybody at. We say 9:30 Eastern time, Monday and Thursday. It don't never change. Sometimes it does, but that's not the point. Canelo, bro.
King Nello.
My man said, Cheetah Head said 3 Kings in Wakanda forever. Cheetah Head, 3 Kings boxing in the building. Hey, that Wakanda shit is from Mike Wilson, man. That nigga is the originator of the Wakandan family, nigga. That nigga's a part of them. He's a direct descendant. That motherfucker is a direct descendant. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Mike, get on. Hey, Mike, you need to get on, man. Don't let him talk about you like that, baby.
That nigga look every bit of one of them niggas, dog. He look every bit of one of them, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
The young Malcolm X Jr., bro. That's his name Mike Wilson Jr., but it's really Malcolm X Jr. That's his name. Yo. But King Nello, man. And I call him that, man. I told y'all Canelo is that dude, man. Listen, it don't matter if you don't like him. It don't matter if you love him. None of that shit matters, man. Listen, man, y'all know we don't side with no fighters, no promotional companies, no networks, none of that shit, man. Right? Nope. But we recognize what's going down. We recognize who the cash cow in boxing is right now. And that's the king, man. Listen, y'all see, let's go on my fucking channel. I've murked Canelo multiple times. We just did a ducking video like shit, was that 4 or 5 videos back? You know what I'm saying? Sir. So you can't say that what I'm saying about him being the king of this shit right now, the man in charge of boxing right now, y'all can't say it's because I like Canelo and I'm biased or something to that degree. No. This is real talk, man. He is the cash cow of boxing. He is the man. And even old ass Bob Arum has came out and conceded to that. Bob Arum don't give nobody that's not part of Top Rank credit. And I'll even add to that. Bo gave me this information right before we started. Bob Arum not only recognized Canelo as that motherfucker, but then he said, Vasily Lomachenko don't deserve the franchise tag. I mean, he ain't done enough. Vasily Lomachenko is his dude. That's his, like when you look at your mans and be like, that's my nigga right there. That's what Arum is saying about Vasily Lomachenko right now. You know what I'm saying? That's my nigga right there. You know what I'm saying? And he even recognized that Vasily Lomachenko ain't a Canelo, man. Like, that tells me that dude is genuine. Now, here's the deal. He said that Canelo deserves the franchise tag and to leave him alone if you're DAZN and Golden Boy because he's the guy that's bringing in the money. How did he say it, Bo?
He said he's the one that can move the needle. He's the only one. He's the only freaking guy in all the boxing that can move the needle.
Exactly. So, he's basically saying, leave him alone. Let him do whatever the fuck he wants. He's the only guy that can move the needle. He's the only guy bringing in, exorbitant amount of profits for whatever platform and promotional company he's fucking with. He's the guy. Leave him alone. Let him do what he does. Do you agree with that, Bo?
Yes and no. Boxing has always had this hierarchy of a fighter who the normal rules don't apply to him, right? Like, for example, I talk shit, and I will always talk shit about Sugar Ray Leonard. But shit, the rules didn't apply to him. Leonard could be out the sport, come back 2 years. No. Marvin, don't take that Donald Curry fight. Fuck that. You fighting me. Fresh out of retirement. Fresh out of retirement. You need a tune-up right now. I don't need no motherfucking tune-up. Okay? Everybody was waiting to see what Leonard was going to do. Was he going to retire? Was he going to fight? Same thing with Floyd Mayweather. I remember Miguel Cotto. Hell, I remember Gennady Golovkin was preparing to get down to 154 in case Floyd was to call him for a fight.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Miguel Cotto put his plans on hold. Miguel Cotto had a fight. They was in the process of signing the deal of the fight. And when they heard that the Pacquiao fight was a danger, he said, wait, hold up.
Yeah.
Hold up, I might get that Floyd fight. And that's the fight I think he wound up getting before Floyd had to go serve that jail term or something like that, right? So you got that. Floyd, was another guy who could move the needle. De La Hoya was another dude that could move the needle. Everybody wanted some of that De La Hoya money. Bernard Hopkins hung around 160 just to see if he could get fucking De La Hoya. I ain't gonna lie about it. What the fuck he did?
Yeah.
Okay. Same thing with Hagler. Hagler hung around one just to see if he could get motherfucking Leonard. All right. So Mike Tyson was another one. Everybody was talking Tyson. Even dudes that had championship belts was like, no, I'm not going to do a unification. I might get a Tyson fight. So wait a minute. And this is when Tyson didn't even have a title. He was just a name.
Yeah,
niggas were like, no, I'm not doing the unification.
They want the money, bro. They said, fuck that nigga in his belt. I want the money.
Right, fuck that nigga and fuck the belt. I want the Tyson. Yeah. So boxers always had that hierarchy of guys that could move the needle. I can go all the way back. Rocky Marciano, Sugar Ray Robinson, right? Yeah. So boxing has always had that hierarchy of a fight that the normal rules don't apply. So to that part of it, yes, I do agree with him because Canelo is that dude. He got 154 to 175. Everybody wait. Ain't nobody doing jack fucking shit. Nothing.
Bro, them motherfuckers got everything on hold. They got their life on hold, bro, waiting on what Canelo gonna do next, man.
Man, dude, niggas is at home like, baby, you coming to bed? No, sweetheart, I can't fuck you. I might get this Canelo fight to see.
Yeah. I can't go to bed right now, baby. I gotta stay up.
Right now, I can't get no pussy just yet. I gotta see if I got this Canelo fight on lock.
Niggas is up weeks straight, B. Eyes red and shit, got bags. These motherfuckers got groceries under their eyes, B. Because they waiting on Canelo.
they wait on Canelo, right? So, to that aspect, I do agree with him. And you know what? It's not really even a no. I'm just going to say that the only thing that bugs me is you got all these fighters on hold, but there are fighters that I feel that he should look to give a chance. Like everybody's looking at the obvious guys, but they ain't looking at guys like I say, like Charlo and Demetri Andrade. Because of this, these dudes is being left out in the motherfucking cold. Yeah. And it's kind of the same thing when Floyd was around. Thurman, Porter, Spence, them niggas was out in the cold. Yeah. I mean, hell, even though I think Porter was a champion at the IBF, But he was left out in the cold as long as Floyd was around.
Right.
As long as Pacquiao was around. Hell, well, all of 154 was left out in the cold to the point them niggas started bitching like, look here, man. This nigga got belts. He ain't fighting nobody, goddamn. WBC, Alicia Suleiman do something. Suleiman, no speaking English.
Yeah, exactly.
Niggas is bitching Alicia Suleiman. You like, no speak English.
Yeah.
Habla inglés, por favor. Nalga aquí.
Exactly.
So that's how they doing it. So I'm not gonna say no. I'm gonna say yes. I just think a part of me just think that is not right, because just like when Rocky Marciano around, just like when Sugar Ray Robinson was around, it's always some dudes left out in the cold. Charles Burley got left out in the serious fucking cold because of Ray. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, Thurman and Spence and Porter and hell, even Charlo and Eslani Lauda was being left out in the cold because of Floyd, you know, being around and being there. So that's the only thing that I don't like about it, Charlo and what's called being left out in the cold. But shit, Bob Abrams, he's 100% right, because think about it, man. Canelo could fart in a press conference. And motherfuckers be like, yo, and there'll be an article. Yes, Canelo passed wind in the press conference. And
Bro, there'll be an article right before the article hits, though. You see about 16 motherfuckers trying to sniff it. Hey, he just farted. Get up there. We trying to smell that shit. Oh, thank you.
Canelo could be in a bathroom taking a shit, and motherfuckers be taking selfie with him.
Yeah, bro. They ain't holding their nose. No, they ain't. They want to smell it.
Oh, they're not holding their nose, though?
They ain't holding their nose. They want to smell that shit.
They want to smell it.
You know what I'm saying?
That's going on, man. Canelo got 154, 175 on motherfucking lock. So, yes, Bob Abrams, he's 100% correct. And anybody out there that don't understand that or get with that, you got to understand, man. There's nobody out there that got fucking 4 weight divisions on lock like Canelo.
Right.
Nobody.
Right.
Nobody. Dog, listen, Canelo could be laying in bed getting some of that excellent fellatio.
Magnificent.
Laying there smoking his cigar. He could pick up the phone and go, tell Earl Spence I want to fight him. The Sean Porter fight is no longer there.
You fucking right. Anybody, bro. Oscar. Tell Deontay Wilder, I'm ready to go to fucking heavyweight, Holmes. I'll go to heavyweight right now. I'll fucking fight him right now, vato. Catch weight 201 pounds, vato. I'll fucking fight him right now, eh? Look at Deontay kill himself try to get to 201, bro. Nigga said, how much you pay me? Give him 10 million, eh? That motherfucker kill himself trying to get to 201, bro. You see what I'm saying? Canelo could do that to any fucking body in boxing right now, bro. Anybody. You see me? And that motherfucker tells them, look, this is when the fight gonna happen. This is the date it's gonna happen on. Here's your bread. Everybody's hopping on, bro. You see?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't even fuck with Canelo like that, man. But it's the truth. That nigga is running
look at how happy Rocky Fielding was for a Canelo fight.
Yeah.
Matter of fact,
he was a fan.
I haven't even heard about him having a scheduled fight.
Bro, Rocky Fielding was worse than Timothy Bradley was to fucking Manny Pacquiao, man.
Ooh,
Rocky Fielding was a complete fan, bro. Oh my God.
Canelo, my wife, just our child.
Look, bro.
Changing our lives.
That nigga screamed like a bitch when he heard that nigga was gonna be the one getting the fight. Ah! Oh my God! Oh my, did you hear him? They said we got the fight. Am I lying, Bo? Am I lying? You feel me? Man. Shit, man. Y'all don't smell me. Hit that like button, man. You know what I'm saying? This real shit right here.
He took his wife up to Canelo and had her spin around in a circle. This is my wife.
Hey, Yeah, dog. They interviewing Rocky about, hey, man, so let everybody know, man, why you think you gonna whoop Canelo ass when you get to Madison Square Garden on that whatever date that was. Let us know how you gonna get in that motherfucker ass. He said, sure, first thing I want to let everybody know, hey, pan the camera around, man. This is my wife, Julie. This is my son, Eric. And this is my daughter, Margaret. Everybody needs to get in the camera. This is a family event. Oh, my God, I can't believe I got the fight. Rocky, calm down. We're trying to cut it. Rocky, we're trying to promote you as a fighter, bro. You got to be a fighter right now. I'm sorry. Turn the camera back on. All right, we're live again. Oh, my God, I just can't believe I got the fight. He couldn't contain himself, bro. You know? So, and to be realistic, all them motherfuckers would do that, right?
Oh, man, come on, man.
Andre would do it. These guys would do it at a toned down level, not on some fanboy shit.
Like Jacobs did. Like Jacobs did.
Yeah, toned down level. You know, Jacobs didn't even want to disrespect him in the weigh-in, bro. You know what I'm saying? Canelo had to start it. Like, you know, he got in his face and kind of nudged him with his head and shit. Then Jacobs was like, oh, it's okay that I disrespect you? All right, cool. I just want to make sure I could do that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to do it myself. And then, you know, you basically say that you go take, 10, 15% of my purse or something. Oh, okay, cool. Here it comes. You ready, Canelo? Here comes the disrespect. You know, like, all these motherfuckers would do it, Bo. If Canelo wake up tomorrow and say, give me him. It don't matter if it's Charlo, Demetrius, Andre, Callum Smith, Sergey Kovalev, J-Rock, any one of them dudes, Dimitri Bivol, they're all doing it, bro. Dude, they're all doing it.
To show you the power of Canelo. My man GM Storm put $2. He said sneak listening to the podcast on the job. That's what's up.
That's my man right there. That's what's up.
That's what's up, fam. Appreciate that. Listen, to show you how powerful Canelo is, he told Jacobs that there will be a fine for missing weight. It was so much paper Jacobs was getting, he said, fuck that $1 million.
Yeah, exactly. Listen, man, like I said, it don't matter. Yeah, we heard that latest news. Denise Ward, Kovalev is on his Kubrat Pulev right now. He over there snatching. He on his slash. Shit, this motherfucker did a combination. Kubrat Pulev / Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker thought the fucking plane was the strip club, kissing on bitches and throwing money at hoes.
I was gonna say this nigga plane, the strip club.
This nigga kissed the bitch that said, "Let that hoe rain on you." Let it rain on them hoes. There you go. Mm-hmm. There you go. The fuck? We gonna get to that though. But what I'm saying is this. There's nobody in boxing that can just make a motherfucker forget what he was doing 15 minutes ago because they got a call that he might, not even that he will be, Bo, that he might be the next opponent. Nobody else can have that effect on any other fighter in boxing but Canelo. And that's the truth, man. And you gotta recognize it, bro. It don't matter. That's why I tell people, be objective when you're watching boxing and when you're delving into the business mode. You're talking about fighters. Be objective because it's easier to see shit, man. When you're subjective, that means you might start a little hate. You know what I'm saying? Fuck Canelo, man. Fuck that guy, man. But at the end of the day, it's the truth. You know what I'm saying? It's the truth, bro. So, man, dog. Now, let me get my take on it real quick, as if I hadn't already, right? Let me go in the chat, though, man. Let me go in the chat, though, man. My man, Prophet HD, he in the building. This motherfucker been absent for 6 weeks. I ain't seen this motherfucker in a minute. He in the building because we talking about Tank. He even said it right there. My man, Red Glove Militant in the building. Denise Ward's in the building. Mm-hmm. Lawrence Williams is in the building. All right.
Red Militant of food.
Dump truck trapping is in this motherfucking building.
What's good?
All right. Corey Cunningham, 3 Kings boxing in the house. He said Canelo out here like he on GOT riding around on a dragon ruling Ruling his kingdoms. Yeah, he on his Game of Thrones shit. Exactly, bro. Shit crazy, man. But here's my take on the whole thing. Man. I don't agree with Bobby Arum not one bit. As much as I've been killing this King Nello and all of that, I don't agree he should be the franchise champion. You want to know why? Because it's just another cop-out to allow a motherfucker to do whatever he wants. I agree that Canelo is the money guy. I agree with that 1,000,000%. You feel me?
Okay.
But what I disagree with is... Oh, shit, I forgot. My man Hamza Malik. My bad, bro. Hamza Malik in the building. Eric R. is in the building. Champ Ross is in the building.
It's getting lit up in here.
Listen. He is the money man. I agree with that 100%. But here's the problem. He said, don't mess with Canelo. Fuck that. Mess with him. You want to know why? Make him earn his title of being the money man. Now, a lot of people are going to be like, we talking about 2K has the best resume in boxing, fucker. Listen to what I'm saying. He's still an active fighter, okay? He still has to prove that he is the best, right? He's the money man. We understand that. Business-wise, he's that motherfucker, right? If you want a bag, go to Canelo. We know this. But he still has to prove he's the best. You see what I'm saying? As long as you're fucking active, you still gotta prove you're the best. Okay? So, if that doesn't matter to Canelo, all he cares about is bags and how much money he can make and how many hoes he can fuck, hey, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? He gonna do what he do. But I can guarantee you, as a boxer, a former fighter myself, the competitive nature is always there, bro. Every last one of these guys want people to know not only am I the top motherfucker when it comes to the money, I'm the best. You see what I'm saying? So Canelo wants you to know he's the best, along with being the cash cow. So how do we make him earn being the best? Well, he's got to keep fighting the best. You see what I'm saying? You don't leave him alone. No. You petition. You get out there. Get on your YouTube channels. Go to these fights. You know what I'm saying? Talk to fucking Oscar De La Hoya. Talk to these promoters. Talk to DAZN. Get out there and be like, yo, we want to see Canelo versus Demetrius Andrade. We want to see Canelo versus Jermall Charlo. You know how I know that's going to work? Because it worked for Erislandy Lara. All right? Canelo was already that nigga before he fought Erislandy Lara. Why? Because the torch was passed semi by Floyd Mayweather. Floyd was still active, but he said, here you go. Here's a part of the torch, nigga. You get the, you'll get the tail end of the torch. I'm still gonna carry that hoe, but there's a cord connected to it. I let you carry the cord, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And when I retired, I give you the whole thing. You see? That's what he did for Canelo. So he was already second in command at that time, right? Canelo was over there fighting Alfredo Angulo on pay-per-view.
Yeah.
And did better than matchups that were better later on. You know what I'm saying? Like Golovkin Lemieux. That's a better fight than Canelo Alfredo Angulo. You know what I'm saying? At least Lemieux was a champion, right? That's a better fight. But Canelo Alfredo Angulo did better than Golovkin Lemieux. Way better. You see what I'm saying?
Crawford and Postal.
Right. Oh man, light years better than Crawford Postal. Light years better than Crawford Khan, right?
Yeah.
That's the old Canelo. That's the Canelo that was still second in command, let alone who the fuck he is today, right? So they still was able to talk Erislandy Lara into getting that fight. Why? Because his people said, man, you a pussy. You let this motherfucker walk up in your press conference, smack your bitch and take the mic from you, man. Man, you better fight this dude. And what Canelo say? Hey, Oscar, make the fight, eh? And they made it. You see what I'm saying? So the people have control of this shit. And this is why I keep trying to tell cats, dog. You don't have to sit idly by and be like, fuck it, it's boxing. Oh, fuck it, it's over. We got to just take the fights they give us. You don't have to do that. We didn't do that when they tried to give us Sergey Lipinets in place of Julius Ndongo, right?
Yeah.
They were trying to block. The IBF was trying to block the undisputed crown between Ndongo and Crawford.
Crawford, yep.
With Sergey Lipinets. And they were like, no. Julius Ndongo has to fight Sergey Lipinets. No. The fans spoke up and said, no, fuck that shit, man. We trying to see undisputed. We haven't seen an undisputed champion at 140 pounds since 2001 when Costa Zoo had that fucking crown. We want to see somebody else get it. You see what I'm saying? And then finally the IBF folded. They said, all right. You have persuaded me. I'll do it. You know what I'm saying? You know? That's what, am I lying, bro?
No, yeah, they did.
That's what happened. And Daryl People sounded like that too, goddammit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And they made the fucking fight. So the people have say-so, way more say-so than you guys believe. Why? Because you drive the revenue, man. You drive the fucking revenue. You see what I'm saying? So I don't believe we should leave him alone. No, I think we should put more pressure on him because he is the cash cow and because he does want you to think he's the best fighter in the world. If you ask Canelo who's pound for pound number one, what the fuck you think he gonna say? Me! You know what I'm saying? Who's better than me? Make him prove that then. Go ahead, Bo.
See, here, you know what? Everything you say, I agree with. But here's where you're wrong. Because the people out here, his loyal fan base, old Canelo, when Lauder did what he did, you're right, they got in his ass. But because of where he is now, that shit ain't gonna matter if one of them motherfuckers did that to him. Because you know what? They believe he's the best. They want to keep him at the best. They feel like he's done enough. And as long as you have that hardcore fan base, which is basically the bulk of the money for Canelo, believing that Canelo's the best, like after beating GGG, that was the only thing they wanted was him to beat GGG.
No,
After that,
I disagree. Remember that post I made on Facebook? I said, damn, I didn't realize how many Mexicans don't like Canelo. Mm-hmm. Remember?
Yeah.
Canelo got vilified like a mother for you dumb niggas. He got criticized like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Because he didn't fight September 14th. I purposely shot the fan base. Right? I said, hey. He said, I put the headline in there on purpose, B, where he said, we made this decision to do right by the fans. So I put that headline in there on purpose, and I shared it everywhere.
Yep.
And in a sub-headline, I said, do you believe him? Oh, motherfuckers was everywhere, Bo. No, fuck him. Hate him. Bitch made motherfucker. Fuck him.
Yep.
Fuck him. Everybody.
And guess what?
You see?
As soon as them niggas said that, if Canelo comes back, they'll quickly forget.
I agree with that. But I do agree with that because that's when I made that post, I said hashtag seasonal hate.
Right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This shit temporary than a bitch. When he come back, y'all gonna be Viva Canelo again.
Yep.
Right? But here's the deal. The fact that they're doing it is what I'm asking for from the fans. You see? So that they're doing it now, I strongly believe that's why Canelo wants to come back in October. Remember, he was saying he's done.
For the year.
Now all of a sudden, he was trying to renegotiate with Sergey Kovalev for October. I think it's because the fans was getting in his ass, B. I believe that. You know what I'm saying? Listen, Canelo is a guy, he doesn't speak much. He's kind of under the radar, right? Oscar De La Hoya does all the talking. He just goes out there and beats people. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when you look at what Canelo has done in the past and how he's reacted to the fans, he's a guy that doesn't like people to think he's a coward.
Mm-hmm.
And he had to even come out and say that when they were talking shit about him, over the whole Arislan Lara situation.
Yeah. Hell, it's the reason why he fought Golovkin in the second fight the way he did.
Exactly.
So they were saying that with the first fight wasn't Mexican style. And he's okay.
Exactly. So with that being said, if the fans are out here all over, that was just our little sample size, Bo. It was about 5,000 people. You know what I'm saying? A little sample size. Ain't shit, you know what I'm saying? But the majority of those 5K motherfuckers was like, fuck them. Oh, no, I don't believe them. God damn it. I hate them. They're all doing that. Mexicans included. That's what I'm saying. So I really believe if you take that in consideration, go over to the rest of the millions out there, bruh, that or hundreds of thousands that follow Canelo. I guarantee you they were feeling the same way. That's just my opinion. And I think that's what got him wanting to come back in October. That's what changed his mind. You see? So that's what I'm saying. If the fans collectively do this, put pressure on Canelo, he will then put pressure on Golden Boy. Remember what I told you guys. I can't remember what podcast it was, but I told you guys Canelo was pissed off at Oscar De La Hoya in DAZN.
Yeah, he is.
Yep. And he wasn't speaking to them for quite some time. Even though they were still doing business, making fights, he's still winning. There was no dialogue between him and Oscar De La Hoya. You see what I'm saying? So Canelo's a guy that will stand on his own 2 feet. He will interject in the business dealings of his career if he feels shit ain't going right. But you got to make him do that. You see what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying. Go ahead.
Well, see, and here's what I was getting at. In today's market of boxing, right? Because here's the difference between what you're saying about Canelo and when you mentioned Floyd, right? Yeah. Floyd was the best because Floyd was #1 pound for pound fighter in the world. Canelo's not #1 pound for pound fighter, right? Yeah. So for those of us as boxing enthusiasts, to your point, we'll look at, hey man, he ain't even #1 pound for pound fighter in the world, so we know he's not the best. He's gotta do more to get there. Right. But the problem is in today's market, because of popularity and because of the fact that he, if he fights, he brings the most money. Cats ain't concerned about that no more. They're going off popularity and how much money he can bring, and that is why they're saying, yo man, he's the best fighter in boxing, which is wrong to say. I agree with you on that. That is very wrong to say. You can't say, because shit, fuck, Adrian Broner is popular. The fuck that mean?
Yeah, very popular, by the way.
Yeah. So, very. But today's fans, they such social media impactful fans that's what they're looking at. The number of followers, like we just said, he can pick up a phone and fight anybody. The number of he got on lock. So they looking at that as, yes, okay, he must be the #1 fighter in the world, instead of looking at, okay, what is he doing? Because there are still fights out there. Andrade, Charlo, and I don't care what nobody say. You're not gonna sit there and tell me, right, that cats always want to say, oh well, what the fuck did Charlo do to deserve a fight with Canelo? What the fuck did Rocky Fielding do, motherfucker? Charlo did more than Rocky Fielding.
Right.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Charlo
did a hell of a lot more than Rocky fucking Fielding.
Andrade and Charlo have a better resume, and they have a better fan base than Rocky Fielding. Fuck with me. Rocky Fielding's a nobody. Rocky Fielding beat a German dude with a Negro's name. That's the only thing he got. Tyrone, nigga. He beat a white German named Tyrone.
That's all he did.
That's all he did. And by the way, he got knocked out in the first round by Callum Smith. That's the other thing he did.
Yeah, right. That's another thing he did, right? So people are looking at, listen, Oscar De La Hoya did a very smart thing with Canelo Alvarez. He stacked a lot of respectable names on his resume. Okay? Yeah. Eddie Hearn, Floyd Mayweather, Shane Mosley, Miguel Cotto. He stacked a lot of respectable names on the man's resume, GGG. Okay, he stacked a lot of names on his respectable names on his resume that gave him that boom. Okay, this is it, everybody. Respect, what I'm saying? All hail King Canelo.
Yeah. Word up, man.
And that's what he did, and it's because of that. That's why these fans, they'll say what they say, and they have to be consistent with being on. They can't be on his ass when he do something they don't like. Then when he reverts back, oh yeah, he's, I love him, take him back like a girlfriend that didn't cheat on you. Shit, it's okay, baby, I still love you. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah. Hey, man, I gotta go to chat, man. Everybody in there talking, man. Red Glove Militant said, you better call Tyrone. Hey, who is that? Call him. Was that Erykah Badu?
Erykah Badu, listen. Yeah. Erykah Badu was the only woman in music that scared me. That bitch pussy was something. She had niggas fucked up.
Look
Yeah,
at Andre
motherfuckers changing their
3000.
goddamn culture.
That nigga Andre 3000 went from a hood Atlanta nigga to a goddamn fairy, nigga. He's a fairy. Look at him.
Common went from wearing all black to being all Afrocentric, and she was
Afrocentric, talking about can we all just get along and shit.
Erykah Badu was fucking them up.
Badu is a witch. 100%, B. 100%. Let me go to the chat, man. Let me go to the chat, man. Troy Soares, I never seen you before. Welcome to the baddest motherfucking podcast on YouTube, man. We don't hold no punches, and the shit is X-rated. He said that manufactured French fry biatch champ has been ducking undefeated boogeyman champ Andre for almost 7 years now. Shake my damn head. Exactly. And we talked about this. On that video where, you know, I went in on Canelo ducking. Dog, not only do we entertain you guys, we give y'all motherfuckers facts. You know what I'm saying? We break it all the way down to the white meat. When we break it down, you look down, nigga, you see nothing but white meat. You know what I'm saying? That's how we break it down, bro. I went all the way back to when Canelo fought Miguel Vasquez, B. Niggas don't even know he fought Miguel Vasquez. You know what I'm saying? Twice.
Sure did.
I don't even know that, dog. I went all the way back to then. Exactly. All the way back to then to now. Go check that video out, Troy. We killed that shit. My man Heisenberg in the building. He said that's succumbus punani. Exactly, bro. Exactly. Everybody, man, if you don't already know, don't fuck Erykah Badu. We will never see you again. Your character is gone. You know what I'm saying? Gone. You will be an instant beta. Soon as you pull out that motherfucker. Yo, my man Lawrence Williams said Vasquez gave Tim Bradley hell too. Yeah, he did. Yeah. Look. Miguel Vasquez is one of the guys, before we go off track, I just want to say this. Miguel Vasquez is one of the guys that I always mention why Mexican style is a phrase that shouldn't be used. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because Mexican style actually applies to a lot of the people. And me and Bo did a video on this like 2 years ago. It's still on this channel. And I still got niggas commenting on it and shit. It must have been a good video. You know what I mean? But Mexican style can actually be applied to a bunch of people. You see what I'm saying? So if a Mexican is not fighting Mexican style, then what is he fighting then? Black style? You know what I'm saying? White style? What is a Caucasian style? You know what I'm saying?
The European.
Yeah, that 1866 shit, nigga. They're doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? This shit is stupid, bro. Miguel Vasquez is the perfect example of why, quote, Mexican style is something that shouldn't be used. You know what I'm saying? Stop trying to generalize styles with cultures. Doesn't work that way, bro. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, man, we gonna move on to the next one, dog. Canelo is the king, but make him earn the right to be the best. That's all I'm saying.
I agree with that.
What you got next for me, Bo?
All right, man. Yes for all you motherfuckers that watch wrestling. What, no applause?
No applause.
Y'all niggas ain't
nobody
shit.
gonna say they're looking at you like, what the fuck is wrong with this old ass? They thought you had an old man moment, so they ain't say shit to you, bro.
Oh my God. But Tevin Farmer and Tank Davis may finally be looking to fight each other finally. Listen, Tevin Farmer even go to 3kingsboxing.com. My man Bakar wrote the article. Tevin Farmer even took the motherfucking Instagram, put a picture up, himself and Tevin and Tank Davis, and said, Farmer, Davis, make the goddamn fight. Let's do this fight. Let's make the fight November. Look, this fight is long overdue. It's been a long time motherfucking coming, all right? Bottom damn line, these two dudes need to fight. I'm tired of seeing these motherfuckers with these trumped up bullshit motherfucking mandatories. I'm tired of seeing these two dudes going back and forth on social media. This is a fight that don't need no kind of goddamn mirror fucking nation, all right? This fight is long the fuck. overdue.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, when you look at the 130-pound division, it's the best fight you can make right now at 130. I'm tired of these goddamn divisions being stagnant. 126, I'm on your ass too. But 130, come on, man. So Tevin Farmer, he's pushing for it. I believe Tank Davis has always wanted to fight, but I believe he's allowing Floyd Mayweather and them to take him towards other ways. Right. Okay, and I'm tired of seeing Leonard Ellerbe like
that big ass nose in the camera.
Yeah, I'm tired of seeing that nose all in the camera talking about some Tank wants to fight. No, okay, well make the fight then. Man. So at the end of the day, man, hopefully we'll get that fight. I think the problem is Floyd Mayweather's ego. He not gonna want that fight to be on the zone. He gonna want that fight to be on his platform, and that's gonna be the problem. Is gonna be that ego. Now Eddie Hearn, I got a feeling Eddie Hearn may be willing to let that happen, but we'll see because it depends on and Eddie made a good point. If they're making a better offer than we're making, of course we'll go over there, and that's what it's gonna come down to is. How much do Floyd think this is worth? Because honestly speaking, if they're willing to pay Tank Davis more money, I mean, we just saw it with Hooker and motherfucking Ramirez. They willing to pay him more money. Hey, man, let Tank go over there and fight and get that bag, man. Shit.
Listen, man. First of all, let me go to the chat. Eric R. want me to say it. You heard him. He want me to say that. I know he does, bro. And I want to address something before I go to this. My man Prophet HD says something about that whole style shit. Where is it? Where you at, Prophet? You said something, bro. Where the fuck is that shit at? I can't find it now, man. He said, oh, here it is. He said, I don't know if I agree with that because they use Cuban style as well. If a Mexican is not fighting Mexican style, they just fighting their own way. All right. The point is what I'm saying is you can't generalize certain styles because other cultures and ethnicities fight that same style. For example, Nicolino Luce, not Cuban, but fights 100% the style that you would say is a Cuban style. So do we say the guy who's Argentinian, I believe, right? Nicolino Luce?
Yeah, he's Argentinian.
All right. Do we say a guy who's Argentinian is fighting a Cuban style? Why is it not the Argentinian style? Furthermore, what separates the Cuban style and what they like to call the so-called black slick style? What the fuck separates that? It's the same. The only difference is the Cubans are fighting based off of points. Well, shit, so is the black slick style. They're fighting based off of points. So why is that all not encompassing the Cuban style? You see why you can't do that? Can't do that. We all are victims of saying, oh, he's fighting the Cuban style. But at the end of the day, it's politically incorrect because everybody fights these kinds of styles. You can't just relegate it to only certain cultures or certain ethnicities. That's what I'm saying. Because everybody fights those styles. So, right, Sean Porter and Mike Tyson would be a Mexican-style fighter. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can't do that. All right. Let me go to Tank. Tank, little Tank. Look, Prophet gonna be like, man, fuck y'all, man. Listen. He goes, I'm waiting on it, man. Fuck y'all, man. Shit. Listen,
I don't give a fuck what I said.
Yeah. I know I've been telling niggas to smash a like, but I don't give a fuck what I said. Look, bro. Listen, man. Here's the deal. I hope this fight gets made. I can't wait for this fight to get made. Because I'm sick and tired of every time I fucking turn on my goddamn phone, I got about 6, 7, 8 messages from Tank and Tevin going back and forth. Well, you're ugly. Well, you're ugly. No, you're ugly. Well, your mother's ugly. Well, your girlfriend's ugly. Hey, don't talk about my girlfriend. I'm sorry. I'll just go back to your mother. Your mother's ugly. But shut the fuck up already. Get in the ring. Damn. Tank told this motherfucker a long time ago, get a belt. Well, not only did he not get a fucking belt, he got your goddamn belt that you used to have. You lost it on the scales, nigga. Now what? You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit.
The nigga hopped on the scale. I believe it was against Francisco Fonseca or Liam Walsh. I can't remember which fight it was. Help me out. Y'all niggas is boxing enthusiasts in the chat. Help me out. Which fight was it? It was one of them two. But he hopped up on the scales, right, for a 130-pound IBF title defense. The nigga weighed in at 267 pounds, nigga. Fonseca, appreciate you, Prophet. Tank with 267 pounds. They say, oh, man, you're like 137 pounds over the limit. We got to strip you. You know what I'm saying? So when they stripped him, they say, yo, Tank and Ogawa. I can't remember his first name. Ogawa. Hisashi Ogawa, I believe it was. I'm a Gasa or whatever the fuck, nigga. Y'all gonna fight for the vacant IBF title that Tank got stripped for. You know what I'm saying? They said, bet. Tank won the fight, got robbed. After he got robbed, they found out Ogawa was taking them pills, same ones that Dillian Whyte was taking.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Synthetic steroids.
So they said, give me that belt. It's vacant again. Tevin, come back over here. No, not over there, Tevin. Look, Tevin, look forward. Look forward, Tevin. Kenichi Agawa, thank you, Lawrence. Tevin, we're over here. Tevin, over here. Right here. Right here. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Just turn your head a little bit to the side. There you go. Now you can see us. Now you can see us. Right here, Tevin. So they brought him back over. And they said, we'll have you fighting Billy Dibb. How about that? Beats Billy Dibb. Where? In Australia. You know what I'm saying? Went to his home place, beat the fuck out of him. Took the belt. Now he's got the belt that little Tank said that he needed to get. So what's holding up the goddamn fight now? Right? Listen.
Right.
Not one day do I ever believe, when I think about this anyway, I don't think about it much, but when I think about it, it's better to preface it that way. Do I ever believe that Tevin Farmer was the reason why the fight was being held up? Not one day. Why? Because Tevin Farmer has been wanting to fight Tank Davis since before he even proved himself against an Ivan Redkach. You know what I'm saying? Before he even proved himself against a Billy Dibb. He wanted that Tank fight. Right? Also, I am inclined to believe that Floyd Mayweather was holding up this fight. Because he told us he was. He said, and I'll repeat it, that's why you should never say no shit around me, because I'm always going to repeat it. He said, we are going down the path of least resistance for the most money. Tevin Farmer is not on the path of least resistance. Hugo Ruiz is, though. Ricardo Nunez is. A washed-up Abner Mares moving him up from 126 to 130 after he's coming off of a loss. Yeah, he's on the path of least resistance.
Yuriakis Gamboa.
Well, hold on. Jesus Cuellar moving him up from 126 to 130 coming off of a loss, ironically, to Abner Mares. Yeah, he's on the path of least resistance. Liam Walsh, Francisco Fonseca. Yeah, path of least resistance. I think 100%. Hugo Ruiz was a former 122-pound champion. And the motherfucker hadn't even fought at 130, B. You know what I'm saying? So, Floyd Mayweather is the reason why the fight was being held up. You see what I'm saying? Now, a lot of niggas would like to say, yo, Tevin held it up when he signed with Matchroom DAZN. Nuh-uh. You know why? Because we just saw Maurice Hooker versus Jose Ramirez. DAZN ain't holding up no fights. You know what I'm saying? This nigga Corey, bro.
You know why I'm laughing, right?
I'm laughing at Corey's comment.
I'm laughing at too.
You niggas say he fighting superconductors, right? You know what I'm saying? For you dumb niggas, those are them. If you look, fuck it, don't worry about it. Yo, even if I explained it, they ain't gonna get it. Fuck it, don't worry about it. Just laugh at the shit. It's funny. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, bro, I believe the reason why the fight is not being made is because Floyd has been holding it up. All right. Now he's in the media right now saying, hey, we looking to get that fight. Mm-hmm. But to me, it's no different than Eddie Hearn telling us out of his own mouth right after the Joe Carroll fight, he wanted Tank Davis next. And he was willing to put all this money into making that fight. It's no different. I need to see these motherfuckers actually out here advocating, trying to make this fight. I got to see it, bro. Then I'll believe it. You see what I'm saying? But as much as they've been going on for almost 2.5 years on social media, talking all this shit, you know what I'm saying? You know, the promoters not really in the media talking about this fight as they would a Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua. You know what I'm saying? Man, that's how you marinate a fight, Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua. Niggas, even though Joshua got beat the fuck up, is still saying they want to see Wilder fight him. You see what I'm saying? That's how much they marinated that matchup, right? Mm-hmm. They're not marinating this fight. They're not talking about this fight. They just now talking about it. Hopefully we get the shit. But they're also bringing in Yuri Ortiz Gamboa for Tank and Jojo Diaz for Tevin. So what are we to believe? Nothing until the shit actually fucking happens, man. But at the end of the day, I'm tired of it, bro. Nigga, I get annoyed. Looking at Tevin's fucking Twitter right now, I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed like a motherfucker right now. I don't care about what you gotta say you would do to him. Go do it. Same thing with Tank. Tank, stop ballooning up to 376 pounds, nigga. Stay in shape and get the fight made, man. And stop letting your bitch smack you up. This nigga Tank let his girl beat the fuck out of him live on Instagram. Oh, that's man. Embarrassing, nigga. That's bad. I wish my wife would attempt. You know what I'm saying? I'm live right now. Get the fuck out of here. Are you kidding me? What you gotta say, bro?
Man, I ain't got nothing to say. Listen, man. You are absolutely right, man. Absolutely right. Well, you know, see what Tank got to do. He got to go in. He got to go in Mayweather's office. You know what I'm saying? And don't go in, you know what I'm saying, on some Adrian Broner shit. Floyd, blah, 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 blah. No. Speak clearly, nigga. Floyd.
Yeah.
Listen. Tank Davis. Fight. Make it. That's it. That's all he got to do, okay? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And listen, and Tevin need to go into Eddie Hearn's and only let the eye that looks straight show. Eddie.
Damn, that's fucked.
Tank. They give them whatever they want. You know what I'm saying? Hey, and that's it, man.
Do you ever notice when Tevin fights, when he's fighting, he does this a lot? He does that a lot? Like chat, look at me right now. Look at the camera. If you're not looking, look at your phone, look at your computer, look at your TV, wherever you're watching this. Look at what I do. And if you don't see it, go back and watch the Gillamy Frenois fight. Frenois fight, excuse me. Whenever he resets, he does this shit. I promise you. I know that he does that.
He trying to reset his eye.
Yeah,
I know what you're getting there. He trying to reset his eye.
He trying to reset that eye, B. When he do this shit, he trying to move the motherfucker back in place so he can see what's in front of him. You know what I'm saying? Man, I can clown these two niggas all day long, B. Too easy. That's why they just need to fight, man. You know what I'm saying? My man Prophet said, yeah, facts, he does. My man Lawrence said, EJ, I noticed that joint. He did it like 17 times during it. He got to reset that bitch, man. Yo, it's like the Sega Genesis of the Super Nintendo. You got to hit the reset on that motherfucker, man.
Nah, you know what? My niece, when she was little, she had a roaming eye, right? Yeah. And I used to tell her, blink, shaky, blink eye, and she blink her eyes real hard. And you can literally say I roll back. So I know what you're saying is right when you do that.
Yo, at the end of the day, though, all jokes aside, man, these are two talented fighters, man. I could clown all. That's what I do, man. I clown niggas, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do, man. But these are two talented fighters. You know what I'm saying? Tank is he's a hell of a talented person, man. I want to see this dude succeed, man. I really do.
I do too.
You know what I'm saying? Virtuoso said no holds barred. Right, Zeus, right.
Tiny Liston.
I'm telling you, then Tiny Liston Jr. You know what I'm saying? But I want to see the motherfucker succeed. Tevin Farmer has an excellent story. He's a guy that lost early in his career, was knocked out by Jose Pedraza, has come all the way back to being a champion, and not only a champion, the most active champion we have. Regardless of the competition he's faced, he's still the most active champion we have. 4 title defenses. You know what I'm saying? So I believe that he's more than proved himself to get a big fight. And Miguel Burchell's ass, see, I can get on this motherfucker all day long. I know I just beat Francisco Vargas a second time for no fucking reason. I knocked him out the first time and I fought him again. I said, fuck it, I do it again, Holmes. And I knocked him out again. I said, but I want Masayuki Ito, Holmes, however you say his fucking name, eh? Give me that guy, Vato. And then Jamel Herring wins. Oh, no. I don't want to fight the Negro. I don't want to fight the Mayate, Vato. I don't want to fight the Mayate. You know what I'm saying? I want to fight the other guy. You know? And motherfucker just... That nigga did the Homer Simpson. What's that meme? And that nigga go...
Yeah.
That nigga did that shit, bro, when Jamel Herring won that fight.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? Look, hold up. Prophet HD says, stop lying, Prodigy. Boxing talk, you don't want to see Tevin. You don't want Tevin to succeed if you are looking for him to fight Tank, because that would definitely be a big roadblock in his career. Well, here's the deal. Let me say it this way. I don't look at a matchup and say, damn, he shouldn't fight that fight because he's going to lose and that's going to fuck his career up. I don't ever do that, especially when you're a champion. When you're a champion, you're supposed to fight the best. Now, whether or not I think Tank beats the fuck out of him, that's a whole nother story. But speaking on terms of him being the IBF champion, Tank being the WBA super champion, both these guys having belts. When you have a belt, you are no longer supposed to be fighting journeymen. You're no longer supposed to be fighting niggas I see under the overpass on my way to work. You know what I'm saying? When I drive to work every morning, I see the niggas Tank and Tevin been fighting. You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't be seeing that happen, bro. Live on the zone. Some nigga under the Dallas tollway versus Tevin Farmer. You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't be seeing that, bro.
They go on that side, need money. Hey, you want to fight? You want to box?
I'm telling you, bro. Listen, Tank be driving down the freeway. He be driving this shit, listening to his beta male music, Lil Yachty or Young Boat, whatever that nigga name is. Driving down the freeway and shit, right? That nigga got his homosexual bitch right next to him, right? The one where we don't know if it's a bitch or a dude, you know what I'm saying? Got her right next to him. He do a double take at the underpass. Hold up. Hey, hold up, baby. Hey, hold this real quick. I'm about to go get my next opponent. You know what I'm saying? Home Depot. Exactly, Chris M. That nigga goes to Lowe's shopping for his opponent.
Cool.
That nigga in aisle 7 at Walmart. Who want to fight me next?
That nigga Corey said Floyd out here driving a work truck picking out opponents.
Yeah. Floyd got the bulldozer, man. Hey, Floyd got that bulldozer on the fucking access road that be pissing you off because it can only go like 20 miles an hour and shit, and you stuck behind that bitch. Like, damn, nigga, get your ass on the sidewalk or something. Get in the grass, nigga. Yeah. He in that bitch. He in that bitch trying to pick somebody up. A forklift.
Floyd is at the southern border waiting on Tank Davis' opponents. He at the southern border and shit. Don't worry, Mr. Trump. Okay, you're going to fight Tank. You're going to fight Tank.
Oh, man. Look, I'll tell you, hey, look, Prophet ain't say hit the like button no more, man. He ain't saying it no more.
Prophet is you fucking with Prophet.
He didn't say it no more, man. Nah, I'm fucking with y'all, man. Nah, real talk, though. Real talk. We definitely want to see both these guys succeed because they're extremely talented. It's a fight I want to see. I'm not going to say who I think wins, but at the end of the day, there he is. There he is.
Oh, you
My
do
man.
Prophet. You didn't shame the nigga.
Look, he said, smash the dislike. Hey, you know what? You hit the dislike, we still get pub. Go ahead, smash that dislike. That's what's up, man. Nah, but
That's what's up.
I definitely want to see this fight, man. It's intriguing to me. You know, I mean, just like, you know, Joan O'Carroll and Tevin Farmer's beef, even though I didn't think Joan O'Carroll should have got the fight because he had a draw with a guy that I thought he lost, I was still a little bit intrigued. And I didn't mind covering the fight myself. You know what I'm saying? When it happened. Because, you know, they've been beefing for a long time. So if I'm a little intrigued about Joan O'Carroll, that tells you how intrigued I am about Tank Davis getting that fight with him. So they just got to make the fucking fight. And hopefully, you know, Floyd is in the media saying he wants to fight. I haven't heard anything from Eddie Hearn. But hopefully they make the fucking fight, man. It's well overdue, bro. Well overdue.
I agree. What you got for me, Prod?
Yeah, man. We're going to move on to why Mighty Mo got his ass knocked the fuck out, bro.
Yeah, really?
We got to make this shit known, bro, because I want people to understand. And actually Lawrence Williams said something in the chat. I wanted to address that. It got lost. But Corey Cunningham just reminded me. My man Lawrence Williams said Tank versus Tevin will remind him of a Chop Chop Corley versus Zab Judah fight. And when he said it, I was like, oh, that's what's up. That's a good point. I like that. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what it would look like. Now, the outcome might not be what you think it is, but I do like that analogy. You know what I'm saying? And then Corey Cunningham said the same thing. You know what I'm saying? But here's the deal. Maurice Hooker, in my opinion, besides the fact that he gives up his height and reach, we told y'all that. Go look at the last podcast. We gave y'all a prediction. I went with Jose Ramirez, but I also said that he might catch Maurice Hooker. But on top of that, I said if the fight goes the distance, I could see the judges giving the fight to Maurice Hooker. And if you look at the scorecards, given how the fight went, it looked like the second half of the fight, two of the judges might have been going in the direction of Hooker. Even though, in my opinion, Hooker only won one round. You know what I'm saying? He got knocked down the first round. It wasn't a knockdown. It was a slip. He got his foot stepped on. Even Jose Ramirez came out and said it wasn't a knockdown. You know what I'm saying? But you still got to score the 10-8 round because the referee said it was a knockdown. After that, he was losing straight 10-9s. I gave him one round. Can't remember which one it was. Up to round 6, up until the knockout. But two judges had it 47-47, a draw. And the other judge had it 48-46, which is Maurice Hooker closing the gap if he's coming back from a 10-8 round. You see what I'm saying? You got to understand the context. If there's a 10-8 round and you got a 48-46 scorecard, you're saying, yeah, he was closing the gap. He was coming back. When? You know what I'm saying? When the fuck?
I gave Hooker one round.
Yeah, when was he coming back? He was getting his ass put up against the ropes and getting beat the fuck up. That's what was happening. You know what I'm saying? He had his moments, but not enough to win the rounds, in my opinion. Only one, right? But two judges were saying, nah, he was coming back. One judge was like, shit, I'm getting ready to give him the lead. You know what I'm saying? So what I said was damn near on the money, right? Maurice Hooker might win the fucking fight on the cards if it goes to the cards. You see what I'm saying? Here's the deal, though. Besides him giving up his height and reach, besides him allowing Jose Ramirez to get inside his jab, besides him not even really utilizing the jab like he should, this should have been an easy fight, bro. Stay on the outside. Jab, jab, straight right. Jab, jab, straight right. Should be easy work. Move. Here's the problem. Besides Maurice Hooker doesn't have lateral movement. He's only a forward and back mover, right? He doesn't provide angles, which is the reason why we said Jose Cepeda was going to look better than Maurice Hooker in our prediction. We said this. Jose Cepeda, a guy
I even took Hooker and said that.
Right. A guy you guys don't even really know who the fuck he is outside of just fighting Jose Ramirez in Ramirez's last fight. We said Cepeda was going to look better than Maurice Hooker. Why? Because he provides angles. That's what you do when you're playing the Matador against an aggressive fighter. You provide angles. You move out the fucking way, basically, right? You don't move in a vertical direction because he's still coming towards you, right? Besides all of that, in my opinion, the reason why Maurice Hooker, one of the biggest reasons why Maurice Hooker lost his fight is because he was way too excited to be fighting in his hometown. Way too excited to be fighting in his hometown. I noticed, and he's always a gleeful dude. You know what I'm saying? He's always happy to be coming to the ring. He kind of reminds me of a Paul Williams. Remember how Paul Williams used to walk to the ring with a big smile on his face, man? And that shit, I used to see Paul walking to the ring. I was like, damn, that's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. You know what I'm saying? I like that, bro. He's happy to be in the ring, right? Maurice Hooker's that kind of guy. But here's the deal. When you're way too excited to be fighting in front of your home crowd, that takes over your mental state. Exactly, Neutral Natural. He said Mo Hooker didn't stick to his game plan. Well, the reason why he didn't stick to his game plan is because he was too worried about looking good in front of his hometown crowd. Why do I know this? Number one, when he got in the ring, he was jumping up and down. Went to all four fucking sides of the ring. Yeah. Meanwhile, Jose Ramirez is standing over there in the neutral corner like, shit, what the fuck is he playing to? I don't see no crowd. I don't see anybody else in the ring. I see me and you, motherfucker. That was Jose Ramirez's his disposition in the ring, right? His body language. I just see you, motherfucker. Meanwhile, Hooker saw the crowd, he saw the promoters, he saw the judges, he saw the referee, he saw his entourage, he saw all them fine-ass hoes that was sitting ringside.
Cause you know it was something out there.
Oh yeah, there was. This is Dallas, nigga. They was there. You know what I'm saying? He saw all of them and said, I can't look bad in this motherfucker. Reason number 2. When Jose Ramirez first put him up against the ropes, what did he do? He started sticking his tongue out at him, right? Yeah. He started sticking his tongue out at him. Yeah, trying to do some Floyd shit, even though he ain't got that kind of defense. Sticking his tongue out at him. Letting Jose Ramirez work the fuck out of him. You know what I'm saying? Right? Well, he's trying to play to the crowd. Hey, dog. Hey, y'all. Yeah. That nigga hit me. Yo, he whipped my head. He whipped my ass, but at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? He ain't doing shit to me. He ain't doing shit to me. That's what the fuck was happening. You know what I'm saying? Number 3. Vincent Parra told him when he went back to the corner, he said, get the fuck off the ropes. And he was talking to him. Right, he was talking to him. Maurice Hooker was saying some shit back. Vincent Parra went back and said, no, that's all fine and dandy, but I need you to get the fuck off the ropes. What was the face Maurice Hooker made? If you could see my goddamn face, he went like this. All right.
Whatever.
All right, man. All right. So now not only are you playing to the crowd, you playing to the hoes, you on the rope sticking your tongue out at the nigga, but now you won't listen to your trainer? See, it was too early for Maurice Hooker to have a homecoming against this caliber of fighter. That is the biggest reason why Mo Hooker lost this fight, bro. Go back and watch and listen to the words that I'm saying, right? And let that shit permeate in your mind while you're rewatching the fight.
Hey, man. The fuck does permeate mean, nigga?
Oh.
You college educated motherfuckers.
For you dumb niggas, including Bo. Just let the shit stick out in your mind. That's all you need to know. Stick out in your mind. Let it stick out in your mind while you're rewatching the fight. You know what I'm saying? Look at Chris said for us, Danny. Right? But just let that shit stick out in your mind while you're rewatching the fight, and you know exactly what I'm talking about. You'll see it if you haven't already seen it yourself. They should have had Mo Hooker fight a homecoming against. Actually, it should have been against that Mikel Lespierre motherfucker he fought.
I agree with that.
You know what I'm saying? Jack Catterall, I like him a lot. Very good fighter. I think Jack Catterall would have beat Mo Hooker, but that kind of fighter would have been better than Jose Ramirez as a homecoming, right? Jack Catterall is the #1 contender by the WBO, if you don't know why I'm saying him, right? That would have been good. But a Jose Ramirez, a guy that doesn't give a fuck where he goes, that's a bad fight, man, for a guy that isn't as emotional as Mo Hooker. So regardless of all the styles make fights, the problems he made stylistically, one of the biggest reasons why he lost is because he let the hometown advantage take over his mental state. What do you think about that, Bo?
I think everything you said is true. Also, outside of the fact that Maurice Hooker showed bad technique. Let me tell you something.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know when the fuck in boxing. See, this is how you know when a taller guy is not used to fighting tall. When you got this. Here's his chin. There's his knee.
Right.
What you doing?
Right. Can't do that.
Well, you can't do that. That's the reason why his balance was off. Yep. Okay, let me tell you something else you should never... Somebody, please explain to me how someone stepping on your motherfucking foot causes you to fall. How the fuck is your balance that goddamn bad that a motherfucker stepping on your foot causes you to fall?
Well, before that happened, when the bell rang and the two had an exchange, he stumbled there.
Yes,
he didn't even get hit by the punch. He just, balance was bad. He stumbled.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. So, outside of all that, outside of him having the bad technique, then the one thing he did that he should not have done, you never, ever, ever, not once did you give Ramirez, make him step back, fight off the back foot, or do anything to deter this boy's momentum. Maurice Hooker was coming forward whenever, Jose Ramirez was coming forward whenever he wanted. Whenever he fucking wanted, dog. Yep. Whenever he wanted, he was coming forward. He never did nothing to make this motherfucker say to himself, let me get back, let me back up off. He was like, nope, I'm staying on your chest. I'm staying on your chest till you do something. So they kept coming to Kwame Brown the box. That's fucked up.
I didn't see at Chris M when we went live on Facebook, I didn't see that comment until after the show. That shit had me dying, bro.
Dying, yeah. We was laughing about that, man. We was laughing about that. You know, but yeah, listen, everything you said is right. And I truly believe that that's what played into him losing. And that's the reason why his technique was bad, because he was too busy trying to play up to the crowd. He was trying to get the crowd involved. He was trying to put on a good fight for the crowd. Man, let me tell you something, man. Sometimes in boxing, you got to just win and worry about looking good later, motherfucker.
Exactly. Sometimes
Jose Ramirez give a fuck how he looked. He didn't care if it was sloppy. He didn't care if it was sharp. He was just wanting to whoop your ass.
In my opinion, all the time you should be trying to win instead of look good. Some fighters just get away with it, like Pernell Whitaker, Floyd Mayweather, Roy Jones Jr., James Toney. You know, shit, we can go all the way back, Willie Pep. Some fighters just get away with it, right? But you shouldn't mimic that. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't that good yet, my nigga.
Right.
Exactly.
Exactly.
You ain't that good yet. You was not that good. And I said something on the live feed that I'm going to say here that me and 2K had. I said, Jose Ramirez had a harder time against Jose Zepeda than he did against Maurice Hooker. And y'all could disagree, but go back and watch that fight. I sat watching. I was like this watching Hooker and Ramirez. and okay. Oh, it was an exciting fight. No, it wasn't. It was a stupid fight.
It was a stupid
I watched
fight.
the motherfucker with a 7-inch arm reach not use it.
Yeah.
I mean, the same face I had when Mikey Garcia fought Robert Eason Jr. I was like this.
But we already knew that was gonna happen, Bo, because look what he did against Alex Saucedo. That's how he got caught. He was sitting in the fucking at mid-range distance. Look at Terry Flanagan. We saw that. He thinks he's a boxer puncher. What the fuck?
Why?
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Why? Bo.
I have no idea why.
Bo, what did they tell you when you first stepped into a gym?
Oh, no.
Hold on. Let me add to it real quick, because I want you to I want you to answer this right. I got to put it in context. When you first stepped into a gym and you basically alluded to the idea that you wanted to fight like Muhammad Ali. What did they say to you?
He told me, okay, go get on the bag. Get on the bag. I did 2 rounds on the bag. He said, okay, stop. 2 things. Number 1, you're not Muhammad Ali. Number 2, you too goddamn short to even think you can even be a boxer.
Exactly. Why isn't, I don't know if Vincent Parr had been with Hooker since his amateur days. I'm not sure. I don't know that story. Y'all can help me out with that. You know what I'm saying? Weed degree in the building. Y'all can help me out with that, man. But I don't know who brought him up. I don't know why. When he stepped into a goddamn boxing gym and saw a damn near 6 foot, 140 pound, he was less than that. He probably was like 126 back then. You know what I'm saying? He's a super skinny nigga. So he's probably like 122, 118 back then. But he was tall for his division, right? He was probably always tall for his division. Always had that reach. Why didn't they transform him into a outside fighter? Hell, when he became a fighter at 140, why didn't they switch him, bruh? Why are they letting him know, yeah, you can be a boxer puncher, sure. Why didn't they tell him this? You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, bro. I've never been high on Maurice Hooker. Like I said, I thought he lost to Darlys Perez. I thought the fight with Terry Flanagan was one of the worst fights of that year for a title. It was 2 motherfuckers standing directly in front of each other, missing their punches. You know what I'm saying? Mikel Lespierre was not a fight that I gave a fuck about because Lespierre was a French nigga that lives in New York. And they tried to push the fight by saying, man, you know, he won the New York State Golden Gloves title. And, you know, he's a guy that everybody thinks he's going to give everybody problems in the gym. Every day he walks in the gym, they're like, oh, yeah, there goes that Lespierre guy. He's going to beat everybody. Man, get the fuck out of here. That don't mean shit in the professional ranks. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't give a shit about that fight. So I was never really high on Hooker. And that's why I had went with Ramirez in the prediction. But I was weary that if he actually survived, right, that they would give him the fucking fight. And it looked like they were going to. But at the end of the day, man, look, Maurice Hooker needs to go back to the drawing board. I think he needs to possibly fight guys like an Anthony Yiggett. You know what I'm saying? He needs to look at some of those contenders that are highly ranked that you look at the fight and say he could win that fight. I don't need him jumping back into the ring. He was talking shit about Regis Prograis. Before Regis Prograis fights Jose Ramirez in an undisputed fight, if he beats Josh Taylor, by the way, if he beats Josh Taylor, I don't need him trying to fight Regis Prograis. No. If Josh Taylor loses to Regis Prograis or wins, I don't need him trying to fight Josh Taylor. No. I don't even need him trying to fight Ivan Baranchyk. Somebody in the chat said Ivan Baranchyk versus Jose Ramirez, Fight of the Year war. I definitely agree with that, but Jose Ramirez will win it. You know what I'm saying? But I don't need him trying to fight an Ivan Baranchyk. He needs to stay away from all the top guys. He loses to these guys, man. He loses to these guys. He needs to fight lower tier contenders, get his fucking his confidence level back up. Like my man said, Troyanovsky. He said Lespierre is a gym legend like Troyanovsky. Right. But that's what we should try to fight is Eduard Troyanovsky. Kiro Relic. Hell, try to get Rancis Barthélemy back up to 140. Fight him. Right?
Yeah.
But stay away from the top guys. Hell, hey, I like Adrian Broner. Get that fight.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah. Adrian Broner. Yeah, you're right.
Broner said he going to 140 now. I like Maurice Hooker versus Adrian Broner. That's a good fight. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Antonio Orozco. Orozco's getting ready to fight, who's he getting ready? Virgil Ortiz. He's getting ready to fight Virgil Ortiz. He should lose to Virgil Ortiz. Fight Antonio Orozco. I like that fight. So, but right now he needs to stay away from those top guys because all of the top guys have the exact style that would knock out Maurice Hooker again. A second, third, fourth, fifth time. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with that.
All right, man. Let's keep it moving. We in these streets. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. What you got for me next, Bo?
All right, man. Terence Crawford was at the fight. They was talking to him. They asked him. They said, across the street, they got a little tournament. He goes, wait, what's across the street? Ain't no across the street. This is boxing.
Right.
Okay? Ain't no across the street. All right? We just had Maurice Hooker and Jose Ramirez fight. Right? Which, by the way, I believe is the first fight that's been made by Bob Arums and Eddie Hearn, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. Y'all check me out on that, but I think this is one of the first fights that they made together.
It was Anthony Krola, Lomachenko. They made
that's
that
right,
fight.
Anthony Krola, Lomachenko.
Yeah.
Okay.
They probably made a fight before that we're not thinking about, though.
Right. So he feels like that there's no barrier blocking him and Spence. There's no barrier in the way of him and Spence fighting. I totally disagree with Terence Crawford.
So do I. I was waiting on it.
I totally disagree with Terence right now, baby boy. And listen, I got something I want to say. I'm going to try not to go too deep because I could get long-winded because I got some issues with a lot of people, a lot of shit they've been saying about this. The biggest problem that Terence Crawford has right now is that all the fights for all the belts can be made by PBC.
Right.
That's a reality you have to that's a hard pill to fucking swallow, okay? And I get what Crawford is saying, but let me remind Crawford of something. When Top Rank was in that position, they wasn't giving nobody that opportunity to beat a motherfucker for one of their goddamn belts. Unless it was a fight they were sure that they would one motherfucking win. That's the reason why you see him motherfucking make Linares versus Lomachenko or Lomachenko versus Anthony Croya. Or, he wanted Lomachenko and Mikey Garcia or Lomachenko and Luke Campbell. Okay? You'll make them fights when you think, hey, man, my dude got an 80% chance of winning.
Right.
But the bottom line is, why should PBC give up the advantage that they have, which we have seen everybody do this in boxing? I say this all the time. Motherfuckers had no problem when Anthony Joshua got to gobble up the 3 belts before he even looked over about talking about some damn Deontay Wilder. So why are we tripping at the fact that, hey, PBC want to do the same thing? They want to let all they guys got the belts. They want to let all their guys fight each other, make pay-per-views, make a lot of motherfucking money. One dude gobble up all 3 belts. Then we'll look over at Terence motherfucking Crawford. Right? And that's just the reality that Crawford going to have to live with. That's the barrier blocking it. And then at the end of it, I don't hear Bob Arums beating a fucking drum talking about some Heyman and making that fight. Bob Arums said it one time after the Khan fight. Al Heyman won't make the fight. But prior to that comment, he said after the Khan fight, he was going to call Heyman. Well, he did. One of our affiliates, Pep Talk UK, talked to him. You know what Heyman said? Yep. Al Heyman said, I did talk to him, and I'm not at liberty to discuss what we talked about.
Yep.
And I heard nothing else after that.
Yep. Exactly.
Not a goddamn thing after that, right? Then the reality is Spence fighting Porter in a unification matchup on the PBC side in a pay-per-view. I'm sorry, Terence. That's bigger than them trying to hash some shit out with you guys in your network. Yep. That's just bigger. And you just got Manny Pacquiao in the mix. The winner of Spence Porter versus Manny Pacquiao is a bigger fight. And mind you, by the way, it's the Manny Pacquiao that when he was Top Rank, Bob Arums not only would he not feed him to Crawford, he wouldn't even feed him to nobody on the PBC side.
You know what's fucked up about that too, Bo?
Go ahead.
That was his lifeline at 147.
Yep.
Jeff Horn and then Manny Pacquiao somewhere down the line. See, Top Rank was hoping. Nah, not Jeff Horn instead. We agree Jeff Horn was always in the mix, right? See, let me tell you something. When Jeff Horn beat Manny Pacquiao, Bob Brown was like, oh shit, more money. Because we can do Jeff Horn and a passing of the torch fight with Manny Pacquiao. They expected Manny Pacquiao to be retiring soon. You see what I'm saying? Was he Manny Pacquiao? I was like, I know retire. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I know retire. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker wasn't retiring no time soon. But they thought he was. That motherfucker pulled the okie doke. He left Top Rank and then went to PBC. That was his lifeline, bro. He was supposed to take the torch from Manny Pacquiao, man.
And I was getting to that. So you got that, right? Then on top of that, because everybody want to talk about, oh, they doing this, they do. Hey, man, listen, man, let me explain something to y'all, okay? When y'all kill me being selective, and not y'all listen, I'm talking about to anybody else that's listening. You kill me being selective, but what to be outraged about. Gervonta Ramirez was the champion at 168, and I didn't hear shit about a motherfucking unification fight when it came to Gervonta Ramirez. Every time David Benavidez's name came up, everybody at Top Rank acted like them motherfuckers didn't know what the fuck nobody was talking about.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Hell, at one motherfucking 26, Oscar Valdez, I didn't hear nobody beating the drum about this motherfucking unification matchup. Nobody. Ain't nobody at Top Rank. At 154, Jaime Munguia, and before Munguia, Cotto was holding that WBO belt. Them niggas wasn't talking about no unification matchup. So don't give me this whole, the others. How many in-house motherfucking fights did we see? Timothy Bradley was supposed I remember when he was ordered to fight Earl Spence. Nothing happened. No talking on that shit just vanished out of the air. Then I remember when they asked Timothy Bradley, would you fight the winner of Danny Garcia versus Keith Thurman? He said, for what? He said, well, the winner have 2 belts. He said, what I need 2 belts for? More sanctioning fees?
Right.
So Top Rank was never looking to fight a motherfucker on that side. Now all of a sudden, I'm supposed to just bow down and just kiss the ass of these motherfuckers and believe that they wasn't fucking up and doing the same goddamn thing. I remember when HBO was telling everybody who could listen, don't talk about an Al Heyman PBC fighter. Fuck them. Don't talk about it. No, fuck them. I don't want to hear nothing about them.
Right.
They was doing that shit. So now that the shit has flipped, I get everybody out. Now, I'm not saying it's right that Fox of the pay-per-view left Terence Crawford name out. I'm not saying that shit is right, they was wrong, but I understand it. They're promoting the fighters that's within their motherfucking network, which they should very well do, because why? They can make more money with a Thurman with a Porter versus motherfucking Spence than a Spence versus motherfucking Pacquiao. And that, I hate to tell y'all this, and then when you look at Earl Spence, you have Julian J. Rock Williams talking about some Earl. Oscar De La Hoya offered him $20 million to fight Canelo. I'm sorry, man. Terence Crawford is in a position, dog, where yes, he's on the outside looking in, and those are the things that can block him from being, that's the roadblock. The roadblock is there's money out there that can be made that don't have to go through you, Terence. And that's the roadblock right there. And I don't see Top Rank doing shit to boost Terence Crawford's relevancy to the point where everybody should be outraged about it. Think about this, man. Porter is about to fight Spence in a unification matchup. They just came out and said that Kell Brooks might not be a good fight for Terence Crawford. Okay, so what the fuck y'all gonna do? What the fuck y'all gonna do?
I'm telling y'all, man, they shit. Egypt, Dejas, Cavaliaskis, Ray Robinson. Right. That's all they got. That's all they got.
What the fuck y'all gonna? Yeah, that's all y'all got. What the fuck y'all gonna do? Hey, Top Rank making in-house fights forever. So now PBC got a chance to do the same thing and make some money. Y'all think they gonna say, oh, okay, we're gonna pass? No. The motherfuckers ain't passing up a goddamn thing. They're gonna do it their way, because at the end of the day, as long as Earl Spence is in these type of fights, motherfuckers is gonna talk less and less about Crawford.
Very good point, Neutral Natural. He said Kell Brook probably can't make 147. I agree with that 100%. That's the whole reason why he went to 154. And remember, he was supposed to fight the Canadian. Man, his name is right on the tip of my fucking tongue. The Canadian ended up losing.
Who's going to fight the Canadian?
Kell Brook, not Michael Zarafa.
No, he beat Michael.
He was supposed to fight the Canadian dude, but the fight got called off because he couldn't even make 154. Now, it wasn't Clayton. Right. It wasn't Clayton. I can't remember the guy's name. But he was supposed to fight him, and they called the fucking fight off because he didn't even make 154. You know what I'm saying? He was too fat for 154. So, I agree 100%. He can't make 147. That's probably the situation there. But even then, Kell Brook is not a good fight. He looked like shit against Michael Zarafa. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to see fucking Terence Crawford fight Kell Brook.
And he's Earl Spence leftovers.
Only motherfucker that I want to see Kell Brook and Terence Crawford fight is my man Black Fight Fan TV. He the only nigga out there that want to see that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Black Fight Fan want to see that fight.
Yeah, he want to see it because he's trying to make a comparison of how bad, Errol Spence beat him to how bad Terence Crawford beat him. But you can't make that comparison because Kell Brook isn't the Kell Brook that fought Errol Spence anymore. He's been out of that at Kell Brook. That nigga got beat up by fucking Errol Spence. Then he looked like shit against Michael Zarafa. Then the nigga is weighing in on the scales at 192 pounds for a 154-pound fight and shit. He's no longer that Kell Brook. You know what I'm saying? So the comparison won't be good enough.
Let me make one more point, though. Mind you, this is the same Barbarian that told us to leave Canelo alone, let him do whatever he want.
Right.
But he wants to fuck with Errol Spence.
Right. Well, it is what it is, man.
I'm just saying.
It is what. If you ask him, has Errol Spence done enough to become a franchise champion? He'll say no. Even if he beats Sean Porter, he'll have the WBC belt. Can he be a franchise champion? Bob Arum will jump to the question before you even fucking finish the motherfucker. No. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So there's a political thing going on between Top Rank and PBC. That's why he wouldn't agree with that shit. But at the end of the day, man, listen, I don't agree with Terence Crawford, but I know why he said it. He's supposed to say that.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
Because he's supposed to give the idea that Top Rank isn't what's holding this fight up. That's why he's saying that. No, what you talking about across the street? You don't know across the street, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, I'm right here. I'm motherfucking champion at 147. Errol Spence a champion at 147. Everybody's supposed to fight everybody. What you talking about? Across the street. I liked that he said that.
Right.
Because people are going to look at it and be like, it is PBC holding this fight up. Now, I don't agree with that. But I want people, again, here is the whole petitioning thing, right? I want people to get out there and say, make this fucking fight happen. I don't care if you think it's because of Arum, and I don't give a fuck if you think it's because of Heyman why this fight's not happening. As long as you're out there in these streets. Saying, make this goddamn fight happen. We're tired of the marination process. Make it happen. Well, then, they're going to make the fight happen. You see what I'm saying? See, I think of it from a three-dimensional standpoint, nigga. I don't have no dog in this race. I'm looking at it from a global perspective. You hate Arum, you hate fucking Heyman, all right. Well, all y'all niggas come together and petition. You see what I'm saying? That's the way I want to see this shit happen, dog. So I like that he said that, bro. Right? Because now the attention is on Heyman and PBC. And there's a lot of people that already believe what Arum said about how they're not trying to make this fight. A bunch of people are out there saying that they believe PBC's not making this fight. Right? This will put more people on it. Because now the thing is, well, shit, Terence Crawford came out and said there is no street, there is no blocking. You know? And then you're going to look at PBC and what they're doing. They're making in-house fights with Sean Porter. They're talking about making another in-house fight with Manny Pacquiao. All these belts are just materializing all over on the PBC side. And Terence Crawford's 100% on the outside looking in. So people are going to be like, man, y'all need to cut that shit out, man. Stop ball hogging. That's what they doing.
Right.
Bro, it's 5 on 5.
Right.
It's 5 on 5. Terence Crawford is the 5th player. The other 4 players are niggas. They hang out together. They only passing the ball between them 4 niggas. You know what I'm saying? Terence Crawford wide open. Hey, I'm right here, bro. I'm right here. They won't pass the ball to him.
Motherfucker take a jump shot 2-on-1 and shit.
Exactly. Yeah, niggas getting double teamed and shit. They won't pass it to Crawford. You know what I'm saying? The motherfucker that guards Terence Crawford ain't even guarding him no more. They playing fucking 4 on 5 now, bro. You see what I'm saying? That's what this is. They ball hogging, man. So people are going to be like, stop fucking ball hogging. Put Terence Crawford into the fray. Because whether you like it or not, he is the second best, and in some people's opinions, he's the best welterweight out there. Why are you not looking at him? See? So I like it. It's going to put pressure on PBC to stop the in-house thing. And I don't care that they're doing the in-house thing. Hell, I like Errol Spence, Sean Porter. I like Manny Pacquiao fighting the winner of Errol Spence, Sean Porter. But at the end of the day, I like Terence Crawford fighting Errol Spence more than anything. You see what I'm saying? And if we gotta pretty much go out there and say, hey, stop the whole in-house thing so we can make this one fight, I'm with that. I'm with that, bro. So let me go to the chat real quick, man. Corey said Crawford gonna have to just clean up his side of the street. He ain't got no side of the Bro,
That no side.
let me tell you something, man. And a lot of y'all niggas ain't never been in the game, but I'll throw it at you real quick. You'll get the context. You got one block that's dried up. Niggas is still out there trying to push work on a dried up block. And you got another block. All the fiends is over there. They want that shit over there, bro. See, eventually the nigga on the dried up block gonna have to move to the other block and be like, hey, man, can I get some work? And they gonna put that motherfucker through the gauntlet before they actually let him on. You see what I'm saying? But you can't clean up, or at least you can't have work on a dried up block. It's impossible. And that's where Terence Crawford's at. He's not gonna be able to get no work on a dried up side of the street, on a dried up promotional company in a division that's not ran by that promotional company. They have no fighters. They have no fighters, man. So he's going to have to concede to whatever he needs to concede to be able to allow to get work from Al Heyman. That's just what it is, man.
Hey man, listen, when the block was dried up, when Top Rank was in charge and the block was dried up, they did the same thing.
Right. Exactly.
Because remember, in order back when you wanted to fight a Top Rank fighter, like when Joseph Parker fought Andy Reid for the vacant belt, they made Parker sign a contractual contract. Exactly. When fucking my man Emmanuel Navarrete, he beat that Dog Bay. They made Dog Bay sign a contractual fight with a contractual contract with Top Rank. Like that was the shit you had to do.
Right. Exactly.
You know, so
exactly.
Hey man, I mean, I feel what he's saying, but I mean, he just got to understand. I agree. Spence and Crawford is the best fight out there, but you can't look at Spence and Thurman and say that's a bullshit fight. Hell, you can't even look at Spence and maybe Manny Pacquiao after what Pacquiao just did and be like, oh, that's a bullshit fight. I mean, them are bona fide money fights for PBC, so they're not gonna surpass that. Just to look at you and give you a way in. Al Heyman did that once. That's how Joshua got a foot in. He let Charles Martin take $8 million and that nigga ran the table.
Exactly.
That's like playing motherfucking that's like playing motherfucking Deuces Wild for $1, and then you loan the motherfucker $1. He clean run the table.
Exactly.
Nigga just gonna get your $1 back. That's all he gonna do.
Hell yeah. Let's extend this real quick, man. My man Chris M said that PBC is out here not recognizing WBO champions. Now, my response to him was, he said, what do I think about that? I said, I don't think nothing about it because PBC doesn't control what organization legitimizes a champion. It's the other organizations that control that, right? The IBF, the WBA, and the WBC. In 2007, all three of those sanctioning bodies said, okay, we now recognize the WBO as a major sanctioning body. So if you hold a belt by the WBO after February, I believe it was, of 2007, you are now a legitimate world champion. Okay? Also, at that point in time, with them recognizing the WBO, now you needed to have all 4 titles to be undisputed. It was no longer IBF, WBA, WBC. You now needed the WBO to be undisputed. That's after 2007, right? So, with that being said, basically, my opinion on that was, I don't give a fuck what PBC says. They can think and say whatever the fuck they want to do. But at the end of the day, you saying that a WBO champion is not a legitimate champion don't mean shit to nobody. Who the fuck? That's like a white dude telling me, hey man, how you talk to other black people don't mean shit to black people. I'm like, okay, you wouldn't know.
Right, you know shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Right,
you wouldn't fucking know. You know what I'm saying? Like how I talk to people, just like I can't go to a white man and say, hey man, how you address your people is not the right way to address your people. I don't fucking know. I'm not Caucasian. I'm not Eastern European. I'm not from the Netherlands and none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a part of that particular culture. You know what I'm saying? I can't tell a Mexican person how to address his people. You know what I'm saying? It's the same kind of thing. PBC can't tell the sanctioning bodies who they should legitimize as a champion. No. You can't do that. You're out of your league. You're what do they say? Stay in your lane. You're out of your lane, right? So at the end of the day, PBC can have the opinion they want to have. Doesn't mean shit to nobody in boxing, man. What do you think about that?
Well, outside of the fact, listen, the reason why PBC does it is because they understand that WBO belt is the World Bob Organization. None of their motherfucking fighters get a shot at that bitch. None of their fighters, very few divisions where they motherfucking fighters is ranked by the motherfucking WBO, right? So them, and it's not so much as them not trying to say they don't recognize that as a title belt. They're just saying, hey, we're not going to plug whoever's holding that belt on our fucking platform. Right. That's really what it is. Like when they leave Terence Crawford name, that's not them saying we don't recognize him as a champion. Okay, I hate that narrative because the guy asked Crawford that. I hate that narrative that they're trying. Oh, they're trying not to recognize. No, they're not trying to. It's not about that. They're just not gonna plug or give you no shine on their fucking network. That's like for example, the motherfucking world champions get up there. They get that motherfucking NFL belt, NFL title. They get that motherfucking NBA title, but they don't sit and say, shout out to the losing team. They put up a good effort. They don't do that shit. Nah, they don't do that.
I ain't saying that to them. Nah.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They don't say, hey, to the city of the team we just beat, man, props to your fans. They don't do that shit. They not going to plug them. Okay? And that's just really what it is. They're not, it's not that they're saying they don't recognize him as a champion. They're just not going to plug, who's holding that WBO belt, who's not a part of their organization. They're just not going to plug them because this is for them. This ain't about them. HBO and Top Rank do this shit all the time back in the day.
Well, I think it has a lot to do with them showing us that they're freezing out Terence Crawford. That's what I think that is. It's a manifestation of the freeze out. Yeah, that's what that was, bro. You know, they're basically saying, hey, we can make big fights within PBC, unifications within PBC without using Terence Crawford. We don't give a fuck about him. That's what that statement was to me. That's not necessarily that they don't recognize the WBO champion. Hell, you know what I'm saying? That's neither here nor there to me. They're just basically saying, fuck him. We do what we want. Terence Crawford need us. We don't need him. That's what that was. That's what that statement meant.
That's true. So, that's true. And I'm telling you, and if Earl keeps his promise after Porter and he looks at Canelo for that $20 million, it's done. It's done.
Man, dog,
I mean, if he does that, he goes to 160 for that $20 million, it's done.
That's it,
it's done.
Bro.
Nothing. It's done.
He got hope.
Nothing.
He even try to get them table scraps. Sean Porter.
Yeah, those are because ain't nobody gonna sit there and say Earl was crazy or out of his mind for turning down that kind of money to go get that fight.
Absolutely
Kell Brook did it.
Like I said, I want to see Terence Crawford, Errol Spence more than any other fight in boxing. More than Wilder, Joshua, and that was before Joshua got beat. But
I agree.
If he fights Canelo, I'll be like, hey, shit. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, nigga. You want me to do? Right. Damn, Terrence. Damn, nigga.
Hey, and it did his shoulders like that.
You know what I'm saying? Damn, Terrence. My bad, bro. Hey, Terrence, you cool and all, nigga, but shit, I'm about to go watch this fight, my nigga. I'm about to go watch this fight, dog. I guess I'll holler at you after the fight. You know what I'm saying? Real talk, man.
It is. And I think it's a goddamn shame that Top Rank ain't doing like what's being done for Earl. Top Rank ain't doing the same. If Top Rank was out there pushing Crawford the way that Earl is being pushed, then because you know what's fucked up was I didn't hear about what Crawford said until I think matter of fact early this morning on my way to the doctor. I said, damn, he said that? Like that's how quiet that shit was when he said it.
Well, I was watching The Zone and he said it when he was interviewing with Chris Mannix. You know what I'm saying? He had said it. And I was actually editing an article, and when he said it, nigga, I looked up like, nigga, what? You know what I'm saying? But then, you know, three-dimensional thinker, I'm like, oh, I get why he's saying that. Immediately, I was like, oh, yeah, he's got to say that.
But I'm saying how social media didn't blow the fuck up after. I'm like, I didn't see nothing on Facebook. I'm like, damn, what? Wow. that shit went kind of quiet. Like, okay. And that just goes to show how he's being done over there at Top Rank as far as not pushing him to the point of immediate relevancy. If Earl Spence come out and says, hey, man, after like Earl Spence came out and said, hey, after Porter, I'm going to fight Pacquiao. That shit going to blow up all over social media.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. All right, man. We're going to move to the next one. There's something that you wanted to talk about, man. What's your rant, bro?
That was it.
That was it? All right. I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if that was it.
It was just to remind people that don't be, looking at PBC like it's fucked up. No. Top Rank has been doing this shit for a long time. Yeah. HBO was freezing out PBC fighters for a long time.
Oh, yeah. So I'm
not and cry a fucking river for Terence Crawford. I'm just not finna do it.
Nah, man.
When I've been seeing this shit happen, and it's the business. When Top Rank was in control, like I said, Pacquiao, Cotto, Marquez, Bradley, they were none of them niggas looking to fight nobody from the other fucking side. So, cry me a river, man. I'm sorry, Gervonta Ramirez. How long was he a champion? Nothing. Hey, man, cry me a fucking river, baby. I'm not trying to hear it.
Best fight on his resume is fucking Arthur Abraham. You know what I'm saying? The nigga he got the belt from. You know what I mean? Yeah, I feel you, dog. Shit, let's move on to the next one, man. Now, this shit right here had me laughing my ass off, bro. That nigga Big Baby was really being a big ass fucking baby, bro. So look here, bro.
What you about to talk about? This is fucked
bro. This nigga was really crying, B. I seen it. I seen the tears coming out his eyes, bro. This motherfucker called Eddie Hearn and was like, Eddie's like, who is this? Jarrell. Hey, man. Hey, bro, didn't I tell you not to be fucking calling me no more, nigga? Eddie Hearn said this verbatim. Verbatim. He said, nigga. Hey, didn't I tell you start calling me motherfucker? Yes, I know you said it, Eddie, but I gotta talk to you. You wouldn't answer none of my calls. You wouldn't answer none of my text messages. I had to call you from this unknown number. Look, motherfucker, you got 5 minutes, nigga. What the fuck you want to say to me, bro? I don't fuck with you no more, man. You know what I'm saying? Well, why is it that you gotta be supporting Dillian Whyte and you didn't support me? Get the fuck out of here! Are you kidding me?
Oh, man.
Nigga, you pop hot for every goddamn thing under the sun, nigga. This nigga pop hot for Psalms, Ostarine, Nandrolone, steroids, Viagra, AIDS, nigga.
No dose. Nigga overdosed on no dose.
No dose, nigga. You know what I'm saying? NyQuil. You had everything.
Everything.
This motherfucker went to Walgreens, Bo, and got his arm. He got a basket, got his arm, and knocked all the drugs into the basket, nigga, off the shelf. Just give me all these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Basket full of drugs. The fuck you mean why he ain't support you? That's why, nigga. Shit, you fell in drug tests for shit that's legal. They said, damn, this is too much of this. It's gotta be a failure. You know what I'm saying? This nigga pop hot for 262 aspirin in his system. Goddamn, nigga, that's illegal. That's illegal. That's illegal. Nigga. After Jarrell Miller's third failed drug test, VADA changed their whole motherfucking prohibited list. They started putting regular shit on there now.
You know what I'm saying? But for cough syrup, it's now illegal.
They putting regular shit on there. You know what I'm saying? This nigga
Robitussin can no longer be used. You can no longer use Robitussin.
Robitussin, ibuprofen, none of that. This nigga Jarrell Miller even tested positive for prenatal vitamins, nigga.
That's some shit women take? The fuck?
He might as well.
Wait, that ain't funny, man. What the fuck?
He had everything, bro. Prenatal vitamins. Put them in there.
God damn.
Shit. And you trying to tell me that Eddie Hearn is supposed to put his skinny ass simple neck on the line, nigga, for you? Understand, Eddie Hearn is still a motherfucker, as we said in what podcast is like number 10, that stands at the urinal and pulls his pants all the way down to his ankles. And that motherfucker arched all the way forward like this. That's how he pissed. You know what I'm saying? That's how simple Eddie Hearn is. And you expect him to put his neck on the line for you? Shit, at least he got some leeway with Dillian Whyte. The fucking BBB of C cleared him to fight. So he got some leeway there. Now, Steven Espinoza came out later, and we got that article on 3kingsboxing.com.
Sir.
He came out and said they ain't clear him, right? But Eddie Hearn stays true to the BBC clearing him to fight, right? He didn't fail a VADA test. He didn't fail 6 of them hoes like Jarrell Miller did. You know what I'm saying? So, why would you be perplexed, for you dumb niggas? Why would you be confused if he decided to stick up for Dillian Whyte when he's got this leeway that he could have a reason to stick up for him for? Now, Eddie Hearn, being the simple nigga he is, he was like, hey, man, I didn't stick up for him. Gee golly. Please, man, don't give me the text message like that. I mean, you're a big nigger. I mean, a black man. I'm not You know they done slipped up, Bo. You know they slipped up.
He did. He no doubt. Hey, when your daddy had to talk about something, we used to be slave traders. Goddamn, you slipped up and dropped nigga a couple times, all right?
Pop said that shit with a big black brute sitting right next to him. Yeah, you know, shit, we're like slave owners.
Yeah, we were like slaves.
He looked at him. You got anything to say? I didn't think so.
Yeah. He looked down the room when he said it. Like, y'all not gonna agree with me, motherfuckers?
Yeah, exactly. You know they done slipped up. You know? Man, come on, man. This is a no-brainer, man. Jarrell Miller, listen, man. Come here, bro. Come here, Jarrell. Come here. Nigga. Stop fucking whining, bro. Bro, what I need you to do is learn how to keep your stamina up and your weight down without taking prenatal vitamins mixed with Viagra, you know what I'm saying? Ibuprofen, steroids, SARMs, all of that shit. Learn how to keep your fucking weight down. Learn how to keep your stamina up without cheating. Plain and simple. That should be the first thing on your fucking mind. Second thing is, you need to prove to these promoters, because you're not interested in being a free agent, because we published this article too. He came out and said that he's already been talking to 2 promoters. He's getting ready to visit a 3rd one. That was about a month ago.
Right.
I ain't heard shit about 2 promoters he's visited, and I ain't heard shit about a 3rd one that he was going to go visit. You know what I'm saying?
They've actually deterred from Tyson Fury fighting him.
Exactly. So evidently, motherfuckers is like, nah, we ain't trying to get you, bro. We can't trust you. And I agree. You failed 3 drug tests for 500 drugs. He had 500 drugs. Nigga had 500. This nigga had heroin in his system. You know what I'm saying? Listen, Sonny Liston passed away, right? Remember that?
Yeah.
They thought Sonny Liston passed away because he took heroin. They found vials of heroin in that nigga's kitchen, right? I don't agree with that. I think he was bumped off, right? But Jarrell Miller, That nigga really had heroin in his system. You know what I'm saying? Or an equivalent. He was in the kitchen with the spoon cooking it up, B. He had the spoon cooking it like Pookie on New Jack City. You know what I'm saying? Jarrell is the new Pookie. You know, Jarrell Pookie Miller. I'm just saying, man. Look, bro, that should be the first thing on your fucking mind, bro. Is trying to bounce back, get your weight down, keep your stamina up, right? Don't cheat any longer. Get the motherfuckers away from you that somehow, as you say, convinced you to take this concoction because you had an injured elbow, right? Get them niggas out of your team if that's a true story. Get them out of your team, right? Get back in the ring and prove that you are still the fighter you were even without all that shit, and you can get yourself with a bigger entity. That is the first and foremost thing that should be at the front of your fucking mind, dog. Not what Eddie Hearn is doing. Your business relationship with Eddie Hearn is done. Fuck Eddie Hearn. You know what I'm saying? Fuck Eddie Hearn. But you need to go somewhere with your career. That's what he needs to do, bro. At the end of the day. Stop fucking whining. You too goddamn big for that shit, nigga.
Hey, man, I think you're being a little harsh. For real.
Yeah.
Baby Miller, you're being a little bit too harsh on him. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You gotta chill out, man. It's not that serious, you know?
Hey, man, everybody need a little heroin in their system. Everybody need a little bit of that heroin in they need a little bit of that heroin in their system.
And you know what's embarrassing about it is Eddie Hearn this was a text message that Jarrell sent him.
Yeah.
Eddie made that shit public.
Yep.
Like,
man,
to show you how he don't give a fuck about you. Ooh. He took a text message. Think about this. This isn't Jarrell Miller bloviating to the press and saying shit. This was a text message he sent Eddie. Because, you know, Eddie didn't change his number, right? Nope. So and Eddie revealed the text message to the public. That tells you he don't give a fuck about you. Like if that ain't the ultimate nigga push on. Yo. You know what I'm saying? Dog, if that ain't the ultimate bitch, go on some goddamn where. If that ain't the ultimate, I don't know what else could he have done, man.
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Yeah. Get the fuck out of here.
Man.
But you told me I don't give a fuck what I see. I ain't got your goddamn
nigga. You want to get back with Team Eddie Hearn and Matchroom Boxing? Bitch, go make me a sandwich, nigga. Hurry up.
Hurry up, man. That's what I'm saying. Think about it, man. This was a text message. And it got Eddie let that shit get. This was the Eddie phone. He revealed a text message. Like that. Oh, man.
Eddie Hearn gave that nigga the daddy hurry up. Like white people, y'all don't know nothing about this shit. That bass in the voice. Hurry up. He gave him that shit, nigga. Make me say, hurry up.
Hurry up, yeah. I'm telling you, man. He listen, he ultimately sunned him. He showed him, listen, Joshua and Whyte are my two favorite sons. You just the third nigga. That's what you are.
Damn, dog.
These are my two favorite niggas. You just the third. Like, these are niggas I raised. You the nigga I bought. Fuck out of here. That's how he sunned him, man.
He was looking at the text message. He showed it to all his hoes and shit. Hey, look at this.
Look at this nigga.
Look at this heel. Look at this heel. Yo, that shit is that's embarrassing, and it's a desperate attempt by Jarrell Miller, bro. He really needs to get himself together, man. 100%. Because
it's bad. I don't know how you bounce back from this, man. Like, Eddie put you out there because, see, this is why we talk about beta male, and that was a beta male move, man.
Oh, absolutely. 100. 100.
You know what I'm saying? That's like, hey, and those of you that don't know, me and Prodigy have had a conversation. Prodigy, what have I told you about when my son would talk about something, or what about Shania? What do I say to this nigga?
Nigga, you don't worry about Shania. You know what I'm saying? You ain't supposed to be worried about Shania.
Exactly what I tell him.
Mm-hmm.
And Prodigy's been on the phone. I say, hey, man, I don't worry about no fucking Shania. I'm talking about you.
Right.
Fuck you doing worried about the girl and you the man. That's some beta male shit,
exactly.
Man. That's exactly what. But Dylan, fuck up.
Nigga.
God damn shit. I can still make fun of Dylan, motherfucker. I can't make shit with you.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I'm saying? You didn't. Hold on. Wait a minute. Not to mention Eddie probably like, you done fucked up my world champion.
Sure did. You know he
I truly believe Anthony Joshua would have got up for Miller because of the way Miller was talking to him.
Right.
Okay, he was flat out disrespecting him.
Well, he was prepared for Miller. He was prepared for his style and everything.
And Miller was disrespecting him, so Joshua was up. One thing about him, Joshua ain't gonna let you disrespect him. Andy Ruiz didn't disrespect him. See, so he wasn't pissed off. He was more calm. Miller pissed him off. And he's like, you fucked up my world champion.
Absolutely.
Get the fuck out of here.
Absolutely, man. Yeah,
now I got to deal with Bob. Like, if you the one, it's easy work. Rematch, no problem. Now I got to deal with fucking Al Heyman.
right. Now I got to deal with them niggas over there. I like Jarrell Miller, man. I think he was. I seriously believed he was a wild card in the division, even though he had a fucking draw with Joey DeWedgeko. You know what I'm saying? That was way back when. I still think he was a wild card in the division. You know what I'm saying? I still think he could have done something. I was actually leaning towards him in that Anthony Joshua fight. You know what I'm saying? Just because of the advantages that Anthony Joshua was giving him, fighting him in Brooklyn. You know, he's a guy that thrives off of motivating himself. And the crowd was going to even add more to that motivation. I was leaning towards Jarrell Miller. He really royally fucked up, man. And he's making himself look bad to the point where I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see Jarrell Miller anymore. I think he'll fight maybe 1 or 2 fights. There's a possibility he could fall into obscurity and end up being one of those fighters that just retires. And then 2 years later, you're like, damn, what happened to Jarrell Miller? You look up the nigga's box rec, it says inactive. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That might happen.
He fought Bobo Jones in the Congo.
Yeah.
He was in the Congo.
That nigga had to go to Bobo Jones' spot. Yeah. He had to go to Bobo Jones' spot, nigga. He couldn't even bring him to Brooklyn. Hell yeah, man. All right, man. I know we had some more topics, but I think I'm going to end it right here. We 2 hours in, man. I got to figure out a way to get these topics in, man. We just might have to go live more often, man.
Yeah, we can, because you got Wilder on OT. All right, so yeah, man, y'all look for us going live on Facebook about them last 2 topics, man.
Yeah, Facebook. We might go live on here. I don't know, man. We might have to do it more often, man, because there's a lot of boxing I like to talk about, man, but at the same time, you got to entertain, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't just be, if you have dry eyes, Tevin Farmer completely outboxed Guillaume Frenois for 12 rounds. You can't do that. You know what I'm saying? You got to entertain the people, man. So
all I know is when I go back to Texas, I want to be on that plane that Kovalev was on, because I want to throw some dollars at some hoes.
Hey, it ain't shit, bro. What plane? Kovalev, hit me up. Hit me up.
Shit.
What plane was you on, dog?
My nigga?
See, I've been hitting the strip clubs, nigga. Evidently, I need to be hitting the strip planes. You know what I'm saying? I need to be hitting them strip planes.
No shit, dog. Hit us up, man. Let us know where airline was that, my brother. I'm going to take that motherfucker, goddamn.
I'm telling you, shit, I'll roll up in that motherfucker.
You only go to 3 places. It doesn't matter.
I'll roll up in that motherfucker, a white beater and some drawers, nigga, with a stack. Here you go.
That nigga's not lying. That nigga is not lying. I've been with that nigga. He's not lying.
Oh, shit.
Say, Bo, that money for the hoes. Oh, shit, my bad, nigga. I didn't know.
Yeah, man. Gave this nigga, I think it was $40 in ones. This nigga bought holding it. Nigga, throw that money. Oh, man. That That's what's up, man. I love it. Y'all know what to do. Go to 3kingsboxing.com and get the latest and greatest of boxing news and information as well as interviews. All right. Follow us on Twitter at 3kingsboxing, Instagram at 3kingsboxing, facebook.com/3kingsboxing. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man Heisenberg. He clicked on the donate link in that description. Threw down 10 on it, man. That nigga Heisenberg got money. Heisenberg got money, bro. That motherfucker got guap. You know what I'm saying? Every show, he's throwing money down, man. I appreciate him. Definitely getting you a hat and a shirt free of charge. You know what I'm saying? Him and who was it? Who was the other guy, bro?
GM Strong.
No. Still proven. Yeah, GM Strong hit him too, but still proven. Still proven's a guy that was always donating. Remember, he said he went to the military, or he got stationed. So that's why he's not on the podcast no more, man. But those two guys, man, every fucking show, they are putting money on the show, man. And like I said, when you guys donate to us, we put it all back into the business. It goes right back into Three Kings Boxing, man. I don't see none of that shit. You know, well, I see it, but I put it in the Three Kings Boxing. So that's what we use it for, man. So at the end of the day, I appreciate everybody in the chat. Don't forget, Mondays and Thursdays, 9:30 Eastern, 8:30 Central, 6:30 Pacific, 2:30 a.m. BST. My man said just supporting black business. I appreciate you, Heisenberg. Straight up, man. We gonna give it back to you. Trust that. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I appreciate everybody in the chat. Everybody who sticks with us for 2 fucking hours, B. That's a long time to stick with us, man. We definitely appreciate that. Like this shit, share it, get it out there. Y'all know this is the dopest podcast. That's why y'all stick around for it. I think it was my man the Texan. He said, man, that's the only podcast I watch all the way through. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate that shit, man. Share this shit, get it out there. You know what I'm saying? As y'all help us grow, you know what I'm saying? That helps the business grow, helps Three Kings Boxing get up there more. That's how we get out there, man. So we appreciate y'all. But until Thursday, also, another thing. Fuck that. Another thing. We might go live on this bitch. Keep your eyes on this channel. Keep your eyes on Three Kings Boxing on Facebook. We might go live, man. We need to go live more often, man. You know what I'm saying?